Hey people, it's Geo Gamer, and basically this is the stream that I'm using right now to actually help somebody who's currently playing the game by going over some things and the ability tree, the weapons, how to read the weapons, things like that. So I have to wait for them to get into the stream, and so until then I'll just be kind of like messing around.
Tears high in the mountains. Apollo means me to find this halo of the Huntress. I met your family. Your wife sent me here. She said you might know about the one called the Scarab.
This is not the place to speak. Come inside and have that.
Quests, gear. Yeah, what's up guys, how's it going? I'm just making the stream. I need to make sure that the person I'm helping is actually here. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Alright, I'm going to explain a few things to you that the game doesn't explain, because there's a lot of shit that they really should have explained to you, but they didn't. Okay, so, first things first, I'll go over the weapons, because that's the most complex thing, so you understand how to read them. Okay, so Crescent Moon is actually, I bought the gold edition because it was on sale for 66 bucks, so it came with like Helix credits and shit like that, and it came with these items that it gave you. Now, first of all, to read the items, you'll notice that there's a gold H above the level of the item. That means it either came with the pack or it was purchased from the Helix store with Helix credits. Secondly, you'll notice it says most people pay attention to the quality and the damage and stuff like that, but they're unfamiliar with, if you take a look, it says like charging speed, combo multiplier, and on fire. Most people don't know what that stuff means. They did put that information in the game, but they really didn't tell you where it is. So that's the first thing. And secondly, I use a bow that does stealth damage as well as just regular damage. I can't stand the multiple shot bows, and I can't stand the rapid fire bows either. I don't like them. And secondly, when you upgrade your weapon, you don't need to upgrade it like every time you level. What I usually do is I usually wait 3 to 5 levels. I'll just continue using the same item, you know, until I level it. So I've had this weapon, the Crescent Moon Bow, simply because it has on fire on it. That's crucial to this because the game is really good with fire. So that's the main reason I use that. Now, what the game doesn't tell you is that there's a glossary here. By pressing down, I'm using a 360 controller on the PC. So if you press down on the right thumbstick, I'm sorry, the left thumbstick, you click it down, it'll bring this up. So if you wanted to see, let's say, what like on fire does, or combo multiplier, you'd have to go to the glossary and find it in here. So let's see, combo multiplier, where the frig is it? On fire. Alright, so if you go to on fire, it says attacks have a chance to set the enemies on fire. Now, if you do combo multiplier, it says with each consecutive hit, damage is multiplied by X%, and it says level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. That level 1, 2, 3, and 4 is how many bars are actually beside the weapon. So it's combo multiplier. Since it has 2 bars, it would be level 2. Charging speed is at level 4 on this. And on this, stealth damage is all the way at 4, but my combo multiplier is 2 plus heal on kill. So if you want to find out what all that stuff does, if you take a look, when stealth damage goes, the bow that I have for stealth damage is doing 160% additional damage on top of what it's already doing. So now if you look at, let me see, what was it? Common multiplier, health on kill. That means you'll get a certain amount of percent of your health back when you kill an enemy. I mean, some of this is, like I said, you can just read all of this. And so what this stuff does, see, it says, that's health on hit. Health on kill. It says recovers 15% of his health on each time he kills an enemy. So that's crucial for this and things like that. So if you look at ranged hit multiplier is like 20. Shots taken at more than 20% of basically deal double the damage. Now all of these work in conjunction with your ability tree, which I'll go over in a few minutes. But so let's say you want to do critical hit rate. At level 2, it does 30%, you know what I mean? So basically, that's just how to read this stuff. The game doesn't tell you there's a glossary here, and it should. Okay, so the next thing is, what weapons do you keep? Or what do weapons do? Okay, so basically, dismantling items gives you material for upgrading things in your gear, such as all of these. It's pointless to dismantle items because you can just rob enemies for it or go out and hunt for them. And when you're playing the game, one of the crucial things to do is to get your breastplate up first because that's your health. And the next thing you do is get either your melee and or your ranged upgraded because that's where you're going to be doing your damage. And then the third thing you want to get up is the quiver because that increases how many how many arrows you can carry. So I just want to ask you before I go on any further, is any of this making sense now? I'm going to go over some other stuff, but I just want to make sure that this is making more sense to you now that you're starting to understand it, right? I'm assuming you're typing right now, so I don't want to interrupt you. I'll wait till you reply. Like I said, I don't want to overwhelm your head with information if it's I don't want to go overboard, but I'm just giving you, you'll be able to remember everything I'm telling you because I'm not going to overwhelm you with information. Do you follow what I said so far, though?
Oh.
I think that person that I was helping left.
Got done up.
Hold on a second, I gotta make sure that they come back in.
Uh-huh. Ah. Ah. Ah, sit down. Ah, too slow. Ah. I'll show you how to do this, son.
Yeah, actually, he was the one I was actually helping. I'm assuming you're still in here. But were you in here to begin with? Because like I said, I don't want to wind up repeating myself. Somebody already heard what I said. Because like I said, there's just basic information that this game doesn't, they don't tell you in the game that they really should. Okay, if you want, I can start from the beginning and go over it. But let me turn the volume down in his stream.
Come with me, Piety. And once we have returned these curds.
Okay. So anyway, want me to start from the beginning? I had to turn the volume down on this stream. I didn't want it like reverberating back into my stream. Yeah, but there's things. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, all right. So let me start from the beginning because I'm gonna go in with the gear first, and then I'm gonna go into the abilities because they go hand in hand when you're dealing with some of the stuff and how the weapon setups you have are. All right. So first things first. I bought the gold edition, which comes with 3 ability points and helix credits, and that's what these gold H's are above the level of the item. Now the level of the item and the quality item really don't have anything to do with what the item actually does as far as special abilities and things like that. So if you take a look at the Crescent Moon Bow, I kept upgrading this. Now you don't have to upgrade the weapons every time you every time you level. I usually will upgrade my weapons like maybe every 3 to 5 levels, because it's cheaper in gold to do that. Not that you have a problem with gold, but dismantling items is basically pointless because you're basically just getting material you need when you can just go rob it from other places or hunt for it. It's that simple. And the main thing when you're playing in this game on any difficulty level you want to get is your health up. So you basically start working on your breastplate, and then you work on either your ranged and or your melee, and then yeah, I mean sometimes I'll wait 10 levels, but it just depends. It depends on what I'm doing, but I'm playing on Nightmare, so I was doing it on every 3 to 5 levels. And so basically after you get your breastplate, you want to max that out as much as you possibly can first, because if you can't survive a hit, it's not going to matter how much damage you do. So anyway, then you either increase... I did both of these at kind of the same time, keeping my ranged up first because I knew I was going to be doing archery. But the other thing is that I increased my quiver so I could carry more arrows. So that's the key factor with that. As far as the tool pouch goes, there's a reason that goes into my abilities, which I'll get to in a minute. So, because I did something totally different with my ability tree because I read it and understood it after, you know, I watched other people's videos, but then I started really looking at the ability tree, so I read it and understood it and how to coincide it with my weapons. So my character at level 40 was just as powerful as doing as much damage as somebody at level 50, which I'll explain in a minute. But first, when you look at these weapons, you'll see off to the side charging speed, combo multiplier, and then there's some other special ability on the bottom. The bars that are on the side of the special ability indicates the level of that special ability. Oh, the health? Basically, what you do is you get your health up, because if you can't survive an attack, it doesn't matter how much damage you do, you're not going to be able to survive a fight. So that's just, I'm not saying that's the only way to play, and I'm not saying anything I'm saying is the only way to play. I'm just saying the strategy I used makes more sense than some of the stuff I've watched people do. Now, I'm not saying they're playing wrong, and I'm not saying what they're choosing is wrong. It just didn't make any sense to me. Alright, so health is important, and that's why after you do health, you start jacking your damage up. Now, at first I was dismantling items over and over and over again, but then I basically went out and hunted. So basically on Nightmare, I hunted for like an hour and a half to get everything jacked up first. It's because the way the game is designed. It's just how it is. I mean, you can what if this together. It's Ubisoft. You can what if it. You'll never get a logical answer out of it. But basically, the difference between the difficulty levels is only how much damage the enemies do to you. That's it. That's the only difference. So on Nightmare, the enemies are doing the max damage to you. On lower difficulty levels, you're still like, if you do 50 damage, you will do 50 damage no matter whether the enemies are on Nightmare or Easy. The difference, the reason it seems that you're doing more damage to enemies on on easier difficulty levels is because they have less health. Because if you do 50 damage to an enemy that has 500 health, and then you do 50 damage to an enemy that is 300 health, you're going to notice a significant difference in the health bar. But that doesn't mean you didn't do 50 damage. You're still doing 50 damage. But the 50 damage is being applied in accordance to the enemy's health. That's the only difference between the difficulty levels. Rewards don't change. XP amount, well, I shouldn't say the individual XP for the enemies don't change, but the quest levels XP don't change. And that's why when you go into this game, what you want to do is set the enemies to auto level, because it will keep the enemies within 2 to 3 levels either below or above you. So that way, the only reasoning for the quest lines is that's the level of the quest isn't relevant. That's how much XP you get for the quest. But I could do a level 38 quest, and my enemies, all the enemies will be level 55, 54, 55, or even 56. So that's just how that works in conjunction with that. So that's the thing that they really should have went over, but they didn't. Now, what I was going to go over here is with the remainder of the gear. So basically, there's a glossary in this game that they don't tell you about to explain to you what this shit is. It's like, what the hell is charging speed? And when you... I'm using a 360 controller on the PC. So if I press down the left thumbstick, it brings up what these things are. It brings up a whole glossary, and if you hover the icon over any of this stuff, it'll describe in detail what it is. So let me back out here for a minute, and let's say you want to find out what charging speed is. Okay, so that would be charging speed level 4, and the combo multiplier under that is level 2 because it has 2 bars. Things only have 4 levels on them, and they're indicated, like I said, they're indicated by the bars on the side. So this bow has on fire, combo multiplier of level 2, and charging speed of level 4. So oh, I had a better shield on this, but anyway, so if you want to find out what like charging speed does, you'd open the glossary and you'd have to find it on here. So let's see, charging speed, where is it? Instant charging speed. It is, all right, here we go. So, charge duration is reduced by X, basically how fast you pull the bowstring. So at level 4, it's 40, I can pull it at 40% faster. So, in this case, I have a really fast charging. In other words, I can just pull the bow back and it just goes really fast. So, on combo multiplier, it would be level 2. You'd have to find combo multiplier on here. Here it is. And at level 2, with each consecutive hit to the enemy, damage is multiplied by X. So at level 2, it's doing 115% more every time I hit an enemy. So does that make sense? And if you look at on fire down here, it just has a chance, attacks have a chance to set the enemies on fire. So that would be it. So basically, on fire actually will deal more damage. So there's something else with this, which is on the ability trees. So just remember about on fire will wind up dealing more damage depending on how you set your abilities up. Now, in this bow, you'll notice that I have a stealth bow. It's a predator bow. Basically, it deals stealth damage. And so I have a stealth damage bow, but I have a regular bow. I don't like bows that have multiple arrows. Yeah, it's kind of like weird how this is, but like I said, it's too bad that they didn't. It's too bad that they didn't really go over this stuff, because this is like stuff you have to know because it affects you playing. Okay, so anyway, what I usually do is, like, let's say you want to look at stealth damage. I mean, if you take a look at this, at level 4, I'm doing 160% more damage just with the stealth damage alone. So if I hit an enemy, I'm doing like actually, you get it from the. You get it to the, no, it's, yeah, I know, it's weird how it's worded. So, anyway, let me go over the adrenal, with the adrenaline regeneration and crap like that, because there's some tactic that you can use. Yeah, There's some tactic you use with adrenaline. There's little tips and tactics you can use, but let me finish going over the abilities and shit like that for the ability tree, because now I'm going to go into mine, and you're going to shit a brick when you see how I have this set up. Okay, when I got this edition, I still had some money on my prepaid. I bought this with a prepaid credit card. So first of all, the gold edition comes with 3 additional ability points. So I went to the store and bought Helix credits, and I got I forget how much I bought, but basically under time savers, if you look, I bought 12 additional ability points, because you can get them for 300 Helix credits a piece. So I bought some with the game that came with the Helix credits, and then I bought 9 more. And since the game came with 3, I wound up with a total of 15 additional ability points, it's a time saver. And I also purchased all the tome maps, all the hermit locations, and all the stone circles. The reason I did this is because the tomes give you an ability point. The hermits give you an ability point. So I did all stuff that affected the actual gameplay of my character. So that's the first thing. Now, when you go to the abilities, what happens here is I took a look at the way these skill trees are. And I'm not saying that these skills are bad, but there are useless skills in here and passives that wind up getting rendered useless because of other passives. So, for example, Adrenaline 1 allows you to start any combat with half an adrenaline bar. Now, that's all well and good, but what happens when you go to Adrenaline 2? What happens with Adrenaline 2 is now you start with a full adrenaline bar, which renders Adrenaline 1 useless. So if you put a point in there, and then you try to go this way to unlock the Master Warrior tree, this becomes useless, and it's a wasted point. So what happens is, instead of putting it in here, you can put it into the Master Warrior tree. Now, obviously, these Master trees give you an additional % damage on how much damage you do for the tree. Now, these trees are actually set up. When you got Hunter, Warrior, and Seer, this is literally archery, melee, and magic. That's just how it is in all RPGs. That's what this shit is. Now, when I brought up the fact about fire damage, the reason I use fire damage in this is because of the Pyromaniac ability here. So once I got that passive unlocked, all my fire damage is an additional 50%. So if you add the 50% additional ability, 50% damage coming from this fire damage, then you add the 60% additional damage on the ranged I have for the Master Warrior Hunter, I'm sorry, the Master Hunter, and then you add in, if my enemy hits on fire on top of the charging speed and the combo multiplier I'm doing fucking like 12k per hit. It's ridiculous. So, as I was saying about the abilities, you'll notice that I didn't get Assassination XP. I didn't get any of these things because there's more than enough XP. I just played the game and just figured it out. I originally went the wrong way with the tree, so I started over and played on Nightmare, and I basically went to the shortest distance I could get. And so what winds up happening is, as you can see, why my character is so freaking overpowered. Now, what I'm gonna explain to you now is some of the most useful passives in this game. All right. One of the most useful passives in this game is Breath Holding Champion, because you can stay underwater longer. Now, what most people do is they dive and swim down, but they don't realize hiding underwater to get away from enemies is crucial. It's a tactic. People don't apply that. They just swim or whatever. But when you actually take a look at it, it's really useful. On top of that, if you get attacked by an alligator or hippo in water and it hits you, it takes your breath away. Having a longer breath bar allows better survivability. I wouldn't advise attacking an alligator in the water, but if it happens, it happens. So those are just other things that people don't pay attention to. I always made sure that you can equip 2 bows, and you make sure that you can equip 2 weapons. Now, one thing you'll notice that I always... Well, you don't notice this now, but you'll see that I have 1 additional point higher on my Master Warrior tree than I do my range tree. I always keep my melee tree higher than my range tree for this particular reason. It's not only more damage, but basically my overpower chain throw. That's a 1-hit kill if you kill an enemy with an overpower attack. It's basically an adrenaline attack. So what happens here is, if you can't kill an enemy with this attack, like with an adrenaline attack, what happens here is that this will never trigger. This is really sickening because it's a one-hit kill, no matter what enemy you're doing. Obviously not bosses, but you can kill. It goes right through shield guys. It goes right through big guys. Anything. You can kill anything with it. It's a one-hit kill. Right, but what I'm saying is the reason I keep the melee up higher than my ranged is because of that reason. I want to make sure that when I do an overpower attack, I'm killing the enemy so I can trigger the chain attack off of that. Or the overpower chain throw. Alright, so now, let me go into, I'm going to explain something about Sinu, because this is another thing that people don't understand, and I figured this out through the course of playing. The higher the synchronization rate Sinu has, the more enemies you can tag through the wall. That's why when you use Sinu, sometimes it's like, why the hell is she not targeting everything? That is because her perception is off. Now, what the game does tell you at the beginning of the game, but it's in a loading screen. Okay, the easiest way to do the skill tree is you got to read all of them. You got to basically look at what you think is going to be useful. And some of this is just common sense. For example, regeneration. Your life can regenerate during combat. How do you not use that? You know what I mean? But the skill tree works like this. You can go in any direction. You want to unlock the master trees. That's the key factor with this. Now, you'll notice that I don't normally ever go after skills that do XP. However, the route I took for this was less points going this way, because I wanted to get the warrior tree open as fast as the master warrior tree open as fast as I could. Same thing with the range, because I knew I would be using both melee and ranged. So what happened is I wanted to get to this as fast as I can. Now, you can go in any direction to unlock that, because these are all tied together. But I didn't want to go. I was reading this, like I said, I read Adrenaline 1, and then I looked at Adrenaline 2. I'm like, why the hell would I said, wow, once I get Adrenaline 2, that renders Adrenaline 1 useless. So I went back, I went around. There was no reason for me to go this way to unlock that. I went backwards and went this way. So that's basically the baseline of how the tree works. You can go in any direction to get in any way. You can go this way to go. It doesn't matter as long as the lines are connected, and each one's going to tell you how many points it needs. So what I did was I used the least amount of points I could possibly do to unlock the master, because these are always one ability point. So I literally have put 61 ability points into the warrior tree, into the master warrior tree, and so they're always 1 and 1. So this increases your damage by 1% every time. Does that help you out? So I'm going to go over a couple other things, but I just, like I said, I mean, the simpler, this is really simple, but they should have explained it, and they didn't, and it pisses me off. Okay, so now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple tactics you can use that are complete and utter cheese. Okay, remember, I'm on Nightmare now, and regardless of whether I have my character jacked up or not, has nothing whatsoever to do with what I'm about to do. Watch this. Watch how stupid this is. Let me find a guy to kill. Watch how dumb this is. There he is. Ready? It's the stupidest friggin' tactic ever. You can literally just run around in a circle and hit the enemy over and over and over again on the horse. Because what happens is the horse will run the enemy over and stun him, and then you can just keep hitting him. It's so retarded. Oh shit. I'm dead. Okay. Sorry. One thing that the game doesn't tell you is how to roll. And if you're on fire and on land, you're going to need to roll. I actually had to look this up because it's not even listed anywhere. In order to roll, what you have to do is you have to hold the direction that you want to go in with the thumbstick, the left thumbstick, and then press on the PS4 controller. It would be square. So on the Xbox 360 controller, it's X. So basically, you press X or square 3 times in the direction you want to go in, and you will roll. That's how you have to put yourself out when you're on fire. Because if you don't, the fire will basically just kill you. And if you have so many archers pummeling fire at you, it's ridiculous. Okay, another thing that the game doesn't tell you is how to throw things. And the reason why this is important is because placing stuff down, if you need to, like, let's say, drop a body, it depends on what your playstyle is. Alright, so basically, normally if you're being chased, you place a body down. But if you're being chased, you're not going to want to stop to do that because they're going to hit you. What you do is you hold the left trigger, or L2 in your case, and then you press right trigger, and it throws the damn thing. You can throw with anything that's in your hand. Watch. Okay, so one of the tactics that I got to stop this before I get killed. One of the tactics that I use when you're dealing with a bunch of enemies is to throw smoke bombs. That confuses the shit out of people because it doesn't really tell you how to do it. I constantly do it by accident. But basically, what you do when you're throwing smoke bombs down, it disorients all the animals and everything. So, yeah, but you can't just press X. It has to be pressed multiple times. There'd be no way I had to look it up. There's no way you would ever figure that out. And even if you did do it, you wouldn't know what you did. It has to literally be pressed like 3 separate times. So, yeah, X and Y. But you can also throw smoke bombs after you attack. So it's either attack and dodge and then Y, or triangle on the PS4 controller, or it's X and then Y. Now, one thing I don't do is block is almost next to useless on Nightmare. So one of the tactics that I use is dodge, and then I hit a heavy attack on the right trigger, or would be R2. So watch what happens. It allows you to close the gap between enemies, and you do a significant amount of damage to them as well. Now, throwing a smoke bomb down does this. It disorients the animals, and it blocks their line of sight, so you can kill guys with shields. Okay, so now, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I just dodge and throw it down. It doesn't even matter. Okay, now one of the most useful things that the game doesn't tell you, and it really, again, should, is how to take either little damage or no damage when you jump from a height that's absolutely asinine. And that is, on the 360 controller, it's A. On the PS controller, it would be X, and that's to hit X right before you hit the ground. You almost take no damage. Now, watch what happens if I don't roll. It's ridiculous. I mean, there is a limit to where you jump from. I mean, if you jump off a cliff, you're gonna fucking die. But I'll tell you a tactic I use for that. Now watch. Watch the difference. It's ridiculous. I took no damage the first time because I rolled. But I took that much damage because I didn't roll. So that's another tactic that you can use. Now, let me go over here and fast travel to a place that I know has a really friggin' high point. No. Well, I said it. Sorry, that was a run-on sentence. The smoke screen cuts off the line of sight and disorients everything. So basically, on occasion, I've thrown smoke bombs down and then was actually able to assassinate an enemy that was on a horse or behind the enemy because the enemy it blocks line of sight. So what I'm saying is throwing a smoke bomb down allows you to do massive damage to the enemies because they can't see you. Okay, so here's something interesting. Let's say you accidentally jump off the cliff and don't want to die. Pause the game, go back to the map, refast travel. It'll put you right back up without desyncing, unless you just don't care. Again, that's a simple tactic that I'm not sure people use. Let me give you another example of a couple things that you can do that you don't know. Let's say you don't have a fire bow. Let me just throw a different bow on here real quick. I'll just use this one. Okay. So here's a regular bow, right? All right. So pick up a torch, drop it, pull out your bow. I gotta duck down. You can actually light your arrows on fire. I mean, you can't do it with all of them, but... Oh, does it? Alright, I don't know. I didn't get that. Now, what people have a tendency not to do, too, is if you're in a dark area, some of these areas are fucking dark as shit. Pull out multiple torches and throw them on the fucking ground. I think you can only have 3 at a time, and then I think you can hold one. So you can have like up to 4 of them. Yeah. You can light an arrow off of, if you're talking about lighting arrows, you can light an arrow off of any fire source. Doesn't matter what it is. You only get one at a time if the bow doesn't have fire on it. But that's just a couple different things that the game doesn't tell you. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It does tell you that you can light your arrows on fire, but again, it does it during a loading screen. But if you never see the loading screen, that's not going to help you. Okay, so... random things here. Let me see. What's the, okay. If you have the Curse of the Pharaohs DLC, I figured out a trick to get the Pharaohs to show up. What happens is that you have to use from dusk till dawn, and what happens is every time, if the Pharaoh goes back to the underworld, if you activate dusk till dawn, it'll come back up out of the ground again every time you do it. Alright, oh yeah, another tactic I want to explain to you guys about fighting fighting enemies in this game. All bosses, and I believe almost 99% of the enemies, all of their attacks come from the left. So what you do is if you hold block, which would be yeah, they go out because they're torches. But basically, one of the tactics that I see people doing all the time is they will back up when dodging. That's not a good idea if you're fighting an enemy. What you do is you hold since I'm using the 360, it's the left bumper, but on the PS4 controller it'd be the L1 button. What you do is you target the enemy by clicking down the right thumbstick, and then you keep circling to the right of the enemy, and when the enemy goes to attack, you dodge to the right. Every attack in the entire game off of every enemy, at least all bosses and 99% of the other enemies, all come from the left. So if you circle around them on the right, it'll just allow you to friggin' yeah, I'm using a 360 controller on the PC. I had an Xbox One controller, but the cord broke, so I can't use it. Whoops, I'm dead. Woo! Whoop. That was fucking gay. Okay, so now, no, I have a PC version of the game, so that's alright, don't worry, but it's nothing wrong with having it on any console. Alright, what I was going to say too is, alright, one of the most useful skills I think in the entire game, it's out of any passive or any active ability, is Dawn and Dusk. The reason behind that is because it's not only useful for when going into forts, but let's say an enemy, you got to meet an enemy at night, or find a papyrus or anything else like that. In case you don't know what papyruses are, I'll go over those in a minute, because there's something with those that's a fucking annoyance that they didn't tell you. Alright, so anyway, the thing with this is that Dusk to Dawn is really good for when you go into a fort and you need to take somebody out. Go at night, all the guards come in. Basically, a lot of the guards are sleeping. You can just assassinate them right off of the bat. Secondly, when you're doing an exploration area, Dawn and Dusk allow you, when it's nighttime, for you to see what you're doing, because when you use the Animus Pulse, it highlights everything. At night, since the investigation areas of the arrows are yellow, they're much, much easier to see. And so it's just like little tactics that you just learn this from playing. Another thing is the oh yeah, what I was going to say was the inventory. All right, so what the hell was I doing? Okay, Papyrus. What the game doesn't tell you about Papyrus scripts is that first of all, whoever wrote these is a fucking idiot. Okay. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's also good for farming drachma if you need it and things like that. I have all these videos that are on my channel. So anyway, what the game doesn't tell you about Papyrus scrolls is that for the most part, the Papyrus item that you find, the weapon or item that you find out of it, is the item level that you, when you pick it up, it is the item, it is the current level of your character. So if you pick if you're level 18 and you do this Papyrus, the item will be level 18. That's for the most part. I mean, I've done Papyruses at level 50 and the item has only been like level 48. But for the most part, the longer you wait to get the Papyruses, the higher the level the item is going to be. That's just the way it is. Okay, when you're selling shit, all right, when it says sell all items, unneeded items, all unneeded items are basically animal goods and trinkets, nothing else, because these are usable items that you use for crafting. So it says sell all unusable or unneeded items. You don't need these and you don't need these except during some quests where it's going to tell you to go do it. The other thing that don't get the bright idea about trying to fight enemies that are levels above you. I don't think the XP changes. No, it's a good idea because some of the items are actually pretty decent. All right, so for example, one of this shield, I like it, but I actually sold the shield I had originally, which was a Medusa shield, which I think was way better than this. And unfortunately, I don't remember what it was, but it had something like damage absorption rate. It was ridiculous, and I had these. It was just really, really, really good. It was a legendary shield. And just so you know, the way they did the horses in this game. Actually, I got to change this back. The way they did the horses in this game is that horses are all the same speed, whether it's a legendary mount or a regular mount. And the speed changes depending on whether you're in town or whether you're outside of town. When you're in town, you cannot go over a certain speed. It won't let you. And if in case you ever get to the Hippodrome, I actually have a video on my my channel that explains how the Hippodrome works, because there was a lot of problems with the way people were doing the Hippodrome. They were basically saying that the Hippodrome is basically it's a really, whoever programmed it did it. I don't want to say did it piss poorly, but they did it piss poorly. All right. So anyway, another key fact. Let me get back to actually some interesting help here. Okay. So when you're in a fight, okay, what I like to do, and the reason I have these on me right now, is because of the adrenaline regeneration rate. When you're in a fight, you can actually swap the weapons that you have. So whatever weapon you pull out, right now, if I was in a fight, my adrenaline would be regenerating really, really fast. So if you're fighting a boss, I mean, I have actually bosses where I just circled them and waited till my adrenaline attack went up, and then I swapped over to the other weapon. Because just so you know, you can swap weapons and keep the adrenaline, and you basically can do the adrenaline attack with that same weapon. So basically, if I got my adrenaline up with this weapon, and then it was all set to go, I could swap to this weapon and then use the adrenaline I just got off of the other weapon to attack. So it's actually pretty good about how this is set up. That's just a tactic that I use. And so basically, I had a set of dual daggers. I basically used it to kill a boss. I had I had 2 sets of dual daggers. Actually, I think I got rid of them. Actually, hold on. Just so you know, you can hide all the items you don't use, because there are items in this game that you can't sell, you can't dismantle. So all they're going to do is take up your inventory. So what you do is, if you look up in the corner above the, if you look where the level is, and then you look in that gray bar above, it'll say compare equipment and then show. So if I press Y on that, it shows I didn't hide it. So basically, if I hide it, it hides. I can hide all of these and you'll never see them. So basically, it's a way to keep your inventory uncluttered. And so basically, what I did was I had 2 dual swords. This dual sword jacked up my regeneration on my adrenaline, and the other dual sword had a massive combo multiplier on it. It was level 4. So what I was doing was I was getting my adrenaline regeneration up with this, and then swapping over to the critical hit damage multiplier, which was jacking up freaking my damage. So I was doing more damage with the other one, but even though both of them had an adrenaline regeneration on them, this one had the higher one, so I was using this to speed up the adrenaline regeneration rate, and all I did was I kept circling around the boss, and every time he attacked me, I'd either back up or dodge behind him. And then I'd wait till my adrenaline... I had to beat the boss like that. It was just too damn fucking hard. Also, the game tells you this on a loading screen. The game tells you this on a loading screen, so, but again, if you never see the loading screen, it's not going to help you out. Let me go into a fort and show you, because it's actually going to be a lot easier to do it this way. You can, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't want to say like you guys don't know this, but I'm just covering all the bases here. So, there's 2 different whistles you can do. One is to call your horse, but the other is to get the attention of a guard. So let me see here. Where's this fort? There it is. It's over there. All right. Now I'm gonna show you a tactic you can use for just random enemies, because okay. So watch this. You can literally run up to an enemy and hit him before he has a chance to react. Okay, so if you want to go in, you can, like, people are afraid to go up behind these guys. Just look, I'm not even sneaking. By the time he gets around, I'm already hit him. Since I don't have my hidden blades yet, because I'm too early in the storyline, I gotta find another weapon. I gotta find another guard so you can see what's going on. Oh, also, I want to point out that if you can't target something with Sinew... Oh shit, here we go. So basically, pressing down once on the directional pad allows you to whistle. And if you hold down on the directional pad, it allows you to call for your horse. Actually, I want to find out if the horse whistle actually works like that. Yeah, it does. Here we go, you ready? So basically, one of the tactics I use, unless I'm really surrounded, is I just run up to the guys. I just run up to them and hit them. And, all right, see, watch. Now here's a prime example of what I was talking about the targeting the guys. If you look, his attack is coming. He pulls out his he's shooting from the bows are different. So if you want to close the gap between somebody with a bow, do this. Now I'll show you what happens when you shit, where the hell did this asshole go? Alright, here he is. Ready?
I have a shot! Stop it! I see you! Going to skin
See?
you!
Oh, I can't attack him. Okay. So these are just some tactics. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, go on a friggin', if you want to kill something real fast, just go on a fucking horse and barrel ass into him and fucking, and when you hit your adrenaline attack, hopefully you can fucking kill him. And like, hopefully you don't miss. I've actually missed my adrenaline attacks. It's like, oh, what the fuck.
Hello, Thomas.
Okay, so, in case you're unfamiliar with how I mean, everybody understands how the bows work, but let me, let me show you like why having a critical hit damage ratio on a stealth bow is so fucking good. Let me go to a different fort here that has like something I can actually do. Fuck, I can't get over there. Let me see. Is this way, serene. Okay, there's a 3 level fort. Let me go over there and I'll show you. Like, I'll show you the ridiculousness of having a friggin' stealth bow. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this game is really questionable sometimes with the shit it comes up with. Okay, so let me go in here. And so now there's some discrepancies about what is the best stealth bow. Some people have, there's this bow that you get in Curse of the Pharaohs. It's on a battlefield. It's called Lion's Cry. Now that's a great bow, don't get me wrong, but take a look at this fucking thing. It's fucking ludicrous because of the stealth damage on it. So alright, so let me go over here and I'll show you how stupid, I'll show you how fucking retarded that stealth bow is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so let me see here. Oh yeah, what I was going to say is, if you can't target guys with sinew, you can target them with a bow. Because you can label them with sinew by, you know, doing that. I fucking love that. I hit a tree, I fall down, and I take damage. It's like great. Wait, let me get up here. Okay. Watch how stupid this is. Alright, now watch how dumb the AI is in this. Ready? What the hell is that? Did you see how stupid the AI is in this? It's so dumb. That was so stupid. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some serious shit here because this is fucked up. Alright, so no, yeah, that's fucked. Don't stand on those, you'll get fucking killed. Alright, here we go, ready? Whoops. Do you see the move I'm doing? It's I'm literally closing the gap between the enemies. And they can't hit me. So it's like, well, I shouldn't say they can't hit me, but that chain throw is so fucking good. It's a one-shot kill. I did 6K with that. He's gonna go call reinforcements. Good, let him watch this shit. I know, right? Okay, so let me go up here and let me go up here and I'll show you how fucking stupid this is. Ready? Alright, so let me get on top of the roof here. Okay. So I'm gonna use sinew to target that guy. Now there's another guy down here. So if I target, so you can target them with your bow too. All right, so let me get this guy. Like, watch how stupid this is. All right, let me get up to a point where I can actually target things. Oh, I'll get on top of that building. Watch this. This is so dumb. By the way, has any of the stuff I've given you guys helped out? What the fuck is this guy doing? Right, here we go. Ready? There you go, ready? I'll show you how to fight these guys with the shields. Ready? Oops. If you just keep circling to the right of them. Now, if I want to, I can kill him right now. Also, when they're in the middle of doing a special attack, use your adrenaline, it'll interrupt them. Yeah, most people do. Like I said, I was just covering all the bases, so it didn't even matter. Alright, see those guys down there? Watch this. This is how fucking stupid this bow is. Like, this bow does... Like, stealth damage bows do stupid fucking damage. It's absolutely ludicrous. Watch, dude. Watch how fucking stupid this is. This is my stealth bow. Alright, let me hit this guy because he's standing still. That's just... it's fucking stupid. I just did 7k to him up here. Up here, dude. It's fucking stupid. Ready? I don't think I can. Oh, I did. I can. Okay, ready? It's fucking like stealth bows are so fucking broken. Like, all right, what? Fucking, I get if that guy was still walking on, I'd be able to hit him. The stealth bows are just so fucking ridiculous. Also, just so you know, when you're aiming with a bow, I'll use a regular bow. When you're aiming with a bow, you can get, you know, you zoom in, it's one thing, but if you duck down, you get an even bigger shot. Ready, boys? Here we go. Alright, I gotta hit him. He's still hitting him. Yeah, this bow is, like, just in general, like, stealth bows are fucking brutal. We also have to remember, too, this bow I'm using does 160% additional damage per fucking hit. It's ridiculous. But, yeah, oh, wait, he's hiding. Ready? Hold on a second, see if I can get him. Oh, yeah, oh, fucking stick a pull. Like, I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, he's, like, really hiding. Hold on, let me go up here and see if I can get him. Hold on, ready? Oh, stick a fork in this guy. What the fuck is this guy running for? I got a headshot on him, too. Just so you know, too, one of the things I use in this game, is because it's on Nightmare, and I think it's just a good thing in general, is to I use full aim assist. That way I can just target shit, and then I have to, but I still have to manually aim for their head. So, one of the things I love doing is the reason I use fire damage is it's not just because of the, I'm sorry, one of the main things I think fire is so good in this game, it's not just about how much extra damage you do. If you can't kill the enemy still remains burning. And if he gets on fire, you're still doing all that additional damage to him. So even if you don't kill him, the fire, if he's ignited, can. Plus, these are really good for, like, oh, can I get him? Oh, that'd be hilarious if I can't get him. He's not going to let me. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. I'm gonna see if I can actually get him like this. I've never tried this. I wonder if I can. Oh, he's freaking rolling on the ground. He's fucking rolling on the ground. That's hilarious. So anyway, like I said, I mean, those are just the tactics and fucking die, you motherfucker. Those are just the tactics that I use and shit. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I have no reason to because I'm out after an achievement. Oh, wait, am I going to get this guy? Can I get him? Oh, I can't get him. Ready? Here's another thing that's really good. Ready? Well, what is he fucking doing? Ready? What? Now watch. He's just going to die from the... Oh, my fucking shit, motherfucker. Dead. Stick a fork in him. Oh yeah, I had a horse that was flying around and fucking up in the air, and then he was just flying around in the desert. He just flopped down the hill. And then there was another one where I was in the arena, and a guy got caught on the spinning spike, and he just kept getting spun around. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. In the arena fights, if you get guys with shields and there's spinning spikes, stay behind the spinning spike. The guy with the shield, I fucking hate. Oh, hold on, I hate guards, guys. I hate these fucking guards. Right in the fucking grill. You see, I got 30 iron from him, so that's why I said dismantling items is fucking pointless. What I was going to tell you too is when you get Let me see. Do I have any? I gotta find Rita, whatever the fuck his name is, Retta. Let me see. Rita gives a daily quest, and it's usually a good idea to use her, use him. Yeah, and what's really fucked up is that when you're doing Curse of the Pharaohs, the spawn spots on those fucking things are so annoying because I've had them spawn inside forts. What? Why? Like, if I go in the fort, the guards are gonna attack me as well. Now I got fucking two things I'm fighting. It's like, come on. But right. But what I was gonna say was I was gonna point something out too. Guards will pull this shit too when they're in, like, when guards will pull this shit when you're if you're hiding in hay bales. You may not have run into this, but they'll light the fucking hay bale on fire. So be careful. Oh, also, let me find something real quick about, is it this one? No, you can't do it to this one. I'm going to show you something else you can do to lay traps for guards. Yeah, fuck off. I gotta go into a fort here, give me a second. Let me go to, let me just get to a fort real fast. Okay, I'll go over here. Right? Yeah, let me show you one more thing that you can do. I just gotta get to a fort real fast. I can find this fort. It's over here, right? Okay, so it's behind me. Give me a second. Right, there it is.
The Lake of Tears.
Oh, what I was gonna say too is, I play everything on Nightmare except Elephants and Trial of Anubis. There's a couple of things that there really is absolutely no reason to play on any difficulty level except easy. Simply because the outcome is, all it does is make it take longer to do. That's all it does. Alright, so. Wait, ready? I wait till he gets 2 inches from my fucking face. Whoops. He's just standing there like a fucking douchebag. Here we go, you ready? Fucking pain in the ass. I gotta get to these guys. Give me a second. I gotta get him before he gets to the fucking thing. Oh, if you have animals, watch. If you have animals, I think that's an animal in there. Whoops. Yeah, it's an animal. Watch. Yeah, see, watch. If you open a cage, the guys will start fighting the animals. So if you see him, just fucking shoot the cage door open, and the animals will fucking. Where the fuck is he going? Where the fuck does this guy think he's going? He's trying to get up on the. He's trying to get up on the fucking ledge. Yeah and no, they can kill you just as easy. I'm probably gonna die here. Ah, I fucking died. Alright, basically what I was gonna tell you to do was, the pots with the oil on them that you shoot that'll catch on fire, you can actually pick those up and move them. They're actually, you can pick them up. A fucking tool. Hey, look at all these fucking horses. So, one thing I don't do is I don't keep a lot of weapons. They're really, unless I have no choice, but I can't sell it, so that's different. Like, look at how dumb these fucking guards are, man. Right in the fucking grill, ready? Yeah, the guy, like I said, this is on Nightmare, mind you. I mean, so some of the stuff that these fucking people do are just dumb.
Next part. The sun god drove his fist into the mountain.
Alright, so let me see. I think it's these. I gotta find it where they are. I think it's these little ones over here. Yeah, so if you pick these up, you can actually start an ambush, because these are oil jars. So what happens is, what do you mean? Okay, so if you do that, right, and then lay that down, you can actually just freaking shoot the, yeah, you can feed Sanu just by letting him rest on your arm. No, man, I don't know how to feed him. I've never understood that. Alright, so basically, that's the gist of, the tips I was going to give you, so I hope that was able to help you guys out, you know? I don't know. I actually don't know. I've never tried it. I don't know. Let me stand here long enough and I'll find out right now, because if you stand idle long enough, Sanu lands on your arm. Yeah, I'll do it right now. I'll see what's going on. As long as I don't move, Sanu will come down and land on my arm. So let me try it. I didn't even know about that. Thank you. That's funny. I know about all these tactics and I can't feed a fucking bird. No, I'm pressing. He just does it automatically. I didn't. I'm pressing it. Oh, maybe he does. Maybe he does. Hold on 1 second. That's patting it. Oh no, I just ducked down. Also, not that it really matters, but there is a the cat's in the game. Not that this is anything big. It doesn't even fucking do anything. But there's cats in this game. And apparently, it happens at random. But I guess apparently, if you duck down in front of a cat, randomly out of nowhere, he'll just pat the cat. I don't understand what the fucking big deal with that is, but apparently it's like, alright, whatever. But the, what the fuck is that? Really? What the fuck is that? That's fucked up. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, you can pet them. What you do is you duck down. It happens at randomly. Oh really? I didn't know that. There's all sorts of weird shit in this game. One thing I was going to tell you was the fighting. Alright? Fighting with different weapons. If you get so used to fighting with a certain weapon, you're going to have a problem with another weapon. So it's advisable to understand how the other weapons work, because you will fight the same. Melee is melee. It doesn't even matter. Just the weapons have different animations. And so one of the nastiest fucking weapons I've ever seen is a fucking bludgeon. It's fucking broken. If you get a fucking legendary bludgeon, oh my god, it is fucking broken to shit. Let me see if I can find a legendary bludgeon. Okay. there is this, oh, by the way, there's this weapon I have, the Forlorn Hope. It has a chance to put enemies to sleep, so it's really good. Alright, so anyway, for this, for example. Okay, so let me swap to it. Okay, when an enemy, the reason that blunt weapons, these clubs, are so fucking broken is because when you go to a, I'll go to a fucking boss, I'll go to a guy and fight it. It's fucking broken when you see this. This is a really bad time. This takes crucial timing, but watch what happens when you do it. It's so broken. It's so overpowered. The weapon is so damn friggin' slow. But watch how powerful this weapon is. Watch what it does to enemies when they go to hit you. Melee enemies, for that matter. You know, actually, any enemy that goes to hit you. It's so ridiculous. Oh, one of the things I was going to tell you, if you have an arrow, if you aim, like those big guys with the shield, since you can't really aim at their head, I can, but I can get around it. Aim at their feet. Their feet is the only place that's exposed, so if you keep hitting them in the feet with the arrows, you're gonna do some serious damage to them. Oops, I'm going the wrong friggin' way. Okay, let me go in here and I'll show you the friggin'. This weapon is really slow, but you see this move I just did here, the first one? Any enemy that goes to hit the weapon, that goes to hit you, will automatically get stunned. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I think that's funny. It's about as funny as at the beginning of the game when you overhear the guard saying, "Hey, don't let anybody out. Anybody that comes out, kill him. Kill everybody in the house." And then he yells out, "Hey, I just want to talk to you." Oh, if the guys with the shields, if you have to aim, if you're using a bow and the guys with the shields, their feet are exposed. You can hit them in the feet with the frickin' arrows. I'll show you how broken these things are. This is absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't believe that it's slow. It's really slow. But it doesn't matter whether it's slow. Watch what the shit does. It's fucking brutal. Fuck, I think I'm in the wrong area. Let me climb up this fucking pit here. Let me go up here and go into the sport. This is literally, it might take me a few minutes to re-get the hang of this, but I especially want to show you what happens with a guy with a shield. It's so brutal. Wait a second here. Wait, I don't think anybody's in this. Oh, here he is. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Ready? Watch this. What? Hold on. You see this shit? It's like... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta get the hang of this. Hold on. It doesn't even matter if the fucking weapon's slow. It just crushes them. Watch this fucking guy at the shield. Shit, he's going to fucking dodge the torch. Fuck him. I'm gonna shoot this prick. Here we go, ready? Hold on a second. Ready? It doesn't matter whether the weapon's slow or not. Well, I just died. I'm not used to using them, but the, yeah, Ezio, but you're talking about Ezio. Ezio's name is, he's French, by the way, not Egyptian. Well, actually, Ezio's not Egyptian either, he's something else. But these clubs are so overpowered. Watch, ready? I'll pick a fight with this guy. Ready? Here you go, see if I can get it. You see? It just knocks him out if you time it right. It doesn't matter whether it's slow. It just fucking kills him. He's fucking so retarded. Oh fuck, I'm on fire. shit. Oops. Did you see that? Oh fuck! If I don't roll, I'm screwed. Did you see what I did to that guy with the shield? I freaking, he couldn't even get up. So the point is that even though people like fast weapons and shit like that, but these fucking blunt weapons are so brutal. It's just, it'll knock anybody out. So basically, if you, like I said, you have to time it right. So if you attack with, it's the right trigger that does it. So if you right trigger when you attack it, when he's going to attack, it'll bounce any attack that goes on you, except the boss's adrenaline attack. Will just knock him right the fuck over. It's so ridiculous. So I just wanted to give you an example on like why understanding these weapons. Yeah, no, it's not. You don't help him. What it is called that's called the Flea of Cyrene, which is what I'm in now. And it's to climb the tops of things and dive off. That's all it is. That's all the mission is. You got a bunch of kids following you down the street, and I made a comment about that when I was playing that. I'm like, yeah, having a bunch of kids follow you down the street nowadays would get you put in fucking jail. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an example of like how ridiculous these weapons are when you actually hit them. Because, like I said, people like look at it, oh, it's slow. But did you see what I just did to the fucking guys with the shields? It's fucking ridiculous. Watch, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna pick a fight with this prick. Okay, so this is the guy right here. Watch. Ready? Watch. Ready? Here we go. See if I can get him. Ready? You see? It's so fucking brutal. It just rips through everything. And it's really good because if I know, right? Well, that's what would happen. Is like if you do that mission, there's like 9 kids that are following you down the road. It's ridiculous. And so anyway, if you're surrounded by guys with this and you full circle swing it, you're gonna knock like everybody out in a circle. Do you see how I ricocheted his weapon off of my you see how I ricocheted his weapon off of my weapon when I did it? Because if you do it, if you time it right, ready? Here we go. Ready? It's like nobody can get around it. It's fucking broken. It's so fucking brutal. So yeah, right when they're about to attack you, if you just friggin' whack, it just automatically fucking blocks it. It's so ridiculous. I just given you guys a new leash on this game. It's like, hey, let's go do some let's go get some blunt weapons. Well, yeah, but still, it's not even that. The blunt weapons, that club weapon just does that. It doesn't even matter what your fucking master is. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm doing like the block doesn't really do damage. It just stuns the enemy. But do you see what I did with the guy with the fucking shield? It's like, oh my god. Where the fuck is this asshole? Oh, here he goes. Ready? 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 Here we go. Oh, it's a fucking king, too. Ready? And I didn't even have fucking adrenaline on. Whoops. It's so fucking broken, dude. Yeah, all you have to basically do is wait till they start attacking you, and because of the attack, because of what you do with it, it basically ricochets it. So it's, if you saw, I just took out the king. I fucking whooped the shit out of him. That's why these fucking blunt weapons are so broken. They're slow as shit, But you see what I'm fucking doing with them? It's horrible. So, anyway, I wanted to help you guys out with that, and I hope I was able to give you guys some really good information that was able to help you play this game a lot better. I think a couple. Oh god, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Oh, come on. Come here. I'm gonna go get them all. I'm gonna go get them all. I'm gonna fucking hit them. I'm gonna hit them. Oh, here they come. I'm gonna hit this guy with my fucking horse. Ready? Ready? Yeah, I've seen those. I'm gonna go get these guys. I'm gonna go get them all. I'm gonna fight them all at once, and if I die, I die. Actually, I'm gonna target them, find out where they're going. Oh, he's going that way. Alright, so this is why, like, he's got 30 cedar wood on him. Why do you need, like, 9 guys to go out? Oh, here we go. You ready? Here we go. I just knocked off 4 guys off a horse. Hey, you ready? Here you go. Oh, I missed him! Oh, come here, you ass. Suddenly blunt weapons are actually looking really good now, huh? It's so fucking retarded. Oh yeah, that move. There's a move where you actually where you fucking you kick the guy in the balls. It's like it's an actual passive, I think. I don't know. It's a fucking specialized attack. And by the way, in case you're wondering what sword I was using, I'm using Sword of Duat. I forget where I got this from, but if you take a look at the critical hit rate and the combo multiplier, it's fucking broken. It's maxed out. This weapon is fucking brutal. There's another weapon called the Sword of Sundawn or something like that. Hold on, let me look it up. Oh, the Sunslayer. The critical hit rate and the combo multiplier and the health for critical is ridiculous. Yeah, the sword is fucking broken. It's a really, really sickening one-handed sword. See, I can't get rid of any of these. Like, there's no way for me to get rid of them. Otherwise, I would sell them all. Yeah, everybody's got these. These are club rewards, and those come with the game and shit like that. But do I have spears? I don't know if I have spears. Give me a second. See if I get spears. Heavy blades, scepters. Yeah, I do have spears. The reason spears are really good... Yeah, got those at the club. I'll show you why spears are really good. I don't know how to fight for shit with a spear, but spears are just fucking really, really, really good. I'm going to have a really good time with spears. Spears have an abnormally long reach, and you can do some really fucking brutal hits with them when you hit them. You can grill somebody right in the fucking face. It's like, oh my god. Alright, let me see. I'm going to go down this way. You know what? Let me go here real fast. This is why spears are so good. So this is why I said it's about the play style. It depends on what you want to do. Because no matter what weapon I pick up, I'm going to do massive damage with it. Simply because it's just the way it is. That was a fucking waste. What the hell did I do that for? Oh, here we go. Wait, never mind. Yeah, I absolutely cannot stand the guards in this game. I fucking hate them. Any guards. Doesn't even matter what they are. I will literally just fucking kill a guard on the street if I see him. Oh, here we go. Ready? Here we go. And now I'm gonna use a spear. Ready? Oh shit! I gotta fucking. All right, so shit. I gotta. it's got a really sick long reach. Where is he going? You see, I got him right in the fucking grill. See my adrenaline, how my adrenaline hits up on the spear? What I'll do is I'll change it to this and I'll just start attacking people with this now. Yeah, the spears are good. I like them because if you hit somebody with a, let me hit somebody with an adrenaline attack with the spear. Watch how freaking ridiculous this is. He just got fucking smoked in the face. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, you see what I'm saying with the spears? It's like, it's weird because most people will pick up the sword in the fastest weapons they can get, but they don't realize like how brutal some of these fucking weapons are. What the fuck is, where the hell is this guy going? Ready? That's all. Did I just pull that out from the back of him? Holy shit. That was a fucking nice fucking kill. I pulled the spear out in the opposite way. I plugged him in. That's hilarious. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Oh, I fucking missed him. Oh, where the fuck that guy is? Oh well, whatever. The brazier is lit. Isn't brazier a fucking porn company? The porn company's been lit. Here we go. This is why spears are so fucking good. You can just they get such a fucking long reach. Whoops. Oh shit, I mean, I just fucking killed myself on a fucking barrel. Oh man, I just fucking can't believe I just killed myself like that. Oh, I was actually gonna show you this fucking really nice staff. It's where the fuck is it? It's under is it heavy? It's hold on, let me find this. Is it the War Scepter?
This halo of the Huntress.
No, that's not it. I gotta find this one weapon. This one weapon I have is really nice. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I sold it. Did I? No, there's no fucking way I sold that. Oh, man, I must have sold it. Ah, yeah, I'm getting over something. Oh, I don't know where that... think I got rid of it. There's a Hepsa's sword. When you get it, you automatically get it in the main quest. You can't not have it given to you. It's just given to you. Yeah, thanks. Hepsa's sword is a fire sword. However, there is a flaming staff that is also in the game that I had. I got rid of it though. Let me show you how the scepters work. The scepters are really friggin' good too. This is a war scepter. Watch the friggin'. This is ridiculous. Watch this friggin'. Watch this war scepter. This war scepter. Yeah, it's a flaming staff. It is. When you pull it out, it is flames on both sides of it. It's really nice. I think there's another flaming weapon too. There's like flaming. There's a lot of flaming weapons. Yeah. Watch the scepter. Now this is a scepter. Watch the attack speed on this. That's the key factor with the scepters. Watch how friggin' ridiculous this is. Whoops. The scepters have a really sickening. The scepters have a really sickening frickin' attack speed. Ah! And it has a really good friggin' recharge rate. Oh shit, I just got fucking killed by an arrow. Whoops. Yep. Hey, anyway, yeah, I was just basically done anyway. I'm gonna shut this stream down and basically start up an actual continuation on the playthrough. But, I just wanted to give you guys some hopeful information that hopefully really helped you out. Obviously, you know, people know information about the game, so some of the stuff I was telling you people already knew. But there's some stuff I know for a fact you didn't know because you said it, and not to be cocky, but I just like helping people. So I'm glad I was able to clear a lot of the shit up between the reading of the weapons and just give a demonstration on some of the other shit. So take care, guys. And I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll Green Goo or Goo Green or Gaming or whatever the fuck your name is. I don't know if you're still in here, but if you're not, if you are, I'm gonna go back in your stream and watch it for a little while. I'm gonna go back to his stream. I'm actually gonna shut this off to let this render so I can upload this. So this will actually be used for helping people. Because this is like the first video I've actually made with actual, you know, people interaction in the chat, so I was answering people's questions and things like that. So it's not just me it's not just a video of me, you know, going over some of the stuff. Alright, man. I'm gonna end the stream and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching and popping by, so take care. I'm gonna go into Green Goose Gaming or Goose Gaming or whatever the hell the name of that fucking kid is. Alright, take care, guys.